Hello, good morning. So it's another day of marathon planting. I'm not sure how much we were able to film toward the end there, and we did a day in between. So we did plant up a bunch of stuff yesterday, or rather, I did a lot of transplanting of seedlings into larger pots, and Bert planted up the entire pathway leading from the porch to our walkway. So it just looks amazing. And all of the colors here are purples and whites. And then we added some Dusty Miller in between all of the different purple flowers. So we have purple, Bert's just planting some dahlias right here. But we have purple Mini Vista Indigo, which is like a small purple petunia it's part of the Vista series of Proven Winners. So it grows a little bit bigger and more vigorously. Then we have a Super Bina Cobalt, and we have the Super Bina Violet Ice, Plain the Blue Salvia. And then a repetition of those ones. And so I'm really, really excited about this. And then I think maybe today, but maybe not part of this video, we're going to plant up these 3 wooden pots that I have here. They're 3 little barrels with some annuals for this season. So that's going to be really fun. I am so excited for today's video and for today. We are going to be planting up the vegetable patch. So we're going to be planting up the border in the back, which every single year I've tried to make that look just like the really full, lush border. And we've just struggled so much. And I think primarily because we haven't grown on our seedlings long enough. And so when we've put them out, they've just been totally decimated by all of the insects out there because they're hungry. So this year we've really planted them on. And so even if they get a munch or two, it's not going to kill them. So hopefully that really helps. And we can have that wall of vibrant color and green in the veggie patch to kind of block the gate or the fence, in the veggie patch. Georgie's back there somewhere. Georgie, all right? Georgie. Who knows? So we're going to plant up a few of the beds. I know we have our tomatoes that have been hardened off in the cold frame. We have so much that we're doing, and I'm so excited about it. But yeah, let me show you this pathway really, really quickly so you can see that. Hi, George. Are you stuck? There we go. Our porch is such a mess. Hi, baby girl. You doing a good job? Good girl. You want to come here? You're a good girl. Hi, sweet bug. Come here, mama. Come here, baby. Hi. Oh, what a good girl. What you got in here? You good? Oh my goodness. You've been up to some stuff, huh? Yeah. Good girl. Okay, so here is our little walkway. We still have to put these in the ground, but Super Binas, Dusty Millers, Mini Vistas, and then kind of a repetition of those. I think it's going to be so pretty just lining this pathway up to there. And I'm not sure if I showed you the kind of completed version of these, but the Hoopla Vivid Orchid is looking so vivid. It really shines out, especially at dusk because of the white margin, and white is one of the last colors that we lose sight of. So at dusk, whites, that's why it's called a moon garden, not just because the moon is white, but because at night that the white color is visible to us. And so we have all of these, Super Bina Cashmere, Super Tunia Vista Jazzberry. I just really like this Vivid Orchid. Vivid Orchid. Super Bina Cashmere again, little repetition, Jazzberry. This is the Silverberry, Super Tunia Vista Silverberry. And then I think we're going to do a couple more of the Hoopla Vivid Orchids up here. But here is our alliums. Let me see if I can get it to focus on them, which is really exciting. So they're kind of taking over the tulips in terms of that purple interest. And it looks fantastic. And then all of our really these snowflakes have done exactly what I wanted them to do through the border, which is just to look like little fairy lanterns lining this border. They're so, so pretty. I love them. And they go all the way down on both sides. And again, especially at night, you can really see them. It's beautiful. So you just planted another one of the dahlias?
Yeah.
I might need to pinch that one back. Good job.
Okay.
That's great. That's perfect placement too, away from everything.
Oh, good.
Those blushing ladies, they soften to like a really gentle yellow and pink.
Beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah, they're ginormous and beautiful. And those forget-me-nots are looking wonderful too. And then, I know this isn't a garden tour, I just wanted to update you. Over here are our prairie fire crab apples. They soften to such a beautiful pink. It's such a gentle pink, and it's interesting from that fuchsia, almost magenta color to this soft pink. It just is perfect for the garden. Oh, there's a little something eating on it, huh? Eating on the flower? Okay, Maybe we'll put you in the woods. Let me pick you off. You can finish that little snack in the woods. Oh, that fell apart in my hand. There we go. Let him finish that little snack in the woods. Okay. So, last one's in, last one's out. Our purple tulips are still blooming and looking beautiful. These started out so short and so small, and they just look stunning. I love them. So we're going to be putting the tomatoes here and here. So maybe we'll just do this one today so we can let these, you know, do their thing. Enjoy this beautiful time of, you know, color, and like how statuesque they are. They're so gorgeous. I think these are the best purple. So really, really lovely. Our peas are coming up. We're going to weed whack today. Lots of wishes to be made on these dandelions. But here we have the peas that Bert actually planted these. These are the super snappy peas. So that'll be lovely. This bed's looking really well. The red velvet that I started, the lettuce is doing so well. Beets are looking okay. In here, I think we're gonna do lettuce. Over here, I think we're gonna do kale. We might transplant some of this parsley over to that bed where we're gonna do herbs. That's got kale. Those are the peas that I sowed. This Oregon sugar pod, I think. The begonias are looking good. They've kind of bulked out a little bit. This is the Bada Bing Rose begonia. Bada Bing Rose, and then another one in here as well. And these peas are looking great. I'm gonna come in and sow a few other little peas there. And so what we're gonna mainly be working on is just this back row. So we have a nice backdrop. And we did these crosses in the back, which in hindsight, I wish we had just done them the way that we did our fence on the other property, because I really like it. It almost looks wattled with the different layers. It's hard to explain without seeing it. But anyway, so we just want to kind of cover up that fence because I don't like the ranch panels, the visibility of those and all that. But I think we're going to definitely, I have a bunch of morning glories started, so hopefully we'll do that. We have a bunch of vine crops that we're going to put in the little corners, and then hopefully those will just grow all along. But yeah, we'll see. Dahlias, zinnias, celosia, supertunias, just a couple of those, and then surefire begonias. Look at the worms, there's so many. So we planted most of the dahlias in the back. We took a little lunch break. It was delicious. We had a quinoa bowl with lots of fresh vegetables. That was delicious. Didn't you think that was good?
So good.
Really, really good. And we're going to use that quinoa, I think, to fill up some stuffed peppers later. We're going to do some stuffed peppers for dinner tonight. Anyway, we're feeling invigorated, back at it. And I'm going to just plant up the seeds from Georgie's right here. That's why I keep looking over here. So I'm going to fill in the little gaps with some more Oregon Sugar Pod 2 peas from Burpees Organics. Let's go. Hi. Hi, sweet baby. Good girl. Good girl. Good. And that concludes our marathon planting day, except it was actually over the course of a few days. But I think we're actually done with most of it. So we've planted all of the annuals along the path here. We actually have 2 more that we want to get and plant, but we'll be saving those for later, and that's not part of this. So let me just go over the ones that we have planted. They've been in the ground for a few days now. Oh, hi, George. Didn't see you there. She kind of blends in with our little path here. So we have the Supertunia Vista Silverberries. Then we have the Supertunia Vista Jazzberries. Then we have the Superbina Pink Cashmere. Then we have the Supertunia Vivid Orchid, and that one is so beautiful. It's a Supertunia Hoopla Vivid Orchid, or Vivid Orchid Hoopla, something like that. Really, really gorgeous. That one's a sort of purpley pink with a white margin. Really gorgeous. And then a repetition of the Jazzberry, the Pink Cashmere, and the Hoopla Vivid Orchid again here. So I think that'll just be a really nice, fresh, vibrant kind of planting scheme right along our path that'll draw you down the path. I think it'll be really, really fun. We have our, oh, I have this punk because the black flies are really, really bad right now. I'm going to be like a broken record about that for hopefully just another week or so, hopefully no longer. But we have our Plan the Blue Salvia, part of the Rockin' series, all throughout the border. We planted all of those. I'm so excited. We have our dahlias that we started from tubers, and those are kind of drifting through the border as well. We also we didn't film this, but we did plant up some of the annuals on the hill. We have sort of a repetition of here, but a few plants added. So we have Supertunia Vista Jazzberry, we have the Silverberry, and then a few different salvias that are part of the Rockin' series as well. One of them is deep purple, and then we have two of the, I think it's blue suede shoes, but it's a really vibrant blue with a black calyx. It's really beautiful. And then two Supertunia Vista bubblegums and a couple of Ipomoeas. One is the Sweetheart Lime, and the other one is maybe Raven. It's a dark black one. Okay, so then we planted our raspberry in this barrel. We planted all of these herbs. So we have some bell peppers. These are the Ace bell peppers. We have a Thai hot chili, chocolate peppermint, or just chocolate mint, I guess. Two of the Amazel basils. Oh, I think I got bit on the top of my head. And we have, what's this one? Oh, that's mojito. Oh no, this is the chocolate peppermint. What are you? Which one are you? Oh, those are both the same. Okay, those are both the chocolate peppermint. Oh, it smells so nice. All right, let's keep going. So we planted up this path and we decided on all purples and blues. So I know that I was going back and forth with the different like rhythm of it, but I'm happy with what we've got going on. So we have the ageratum, we have the floss flowers, and we have, ooh, which one is that? I want to say cute as a button because it's cute as a button and it looks like little clusters of purple buttons. But that's probably not what it is. But it's a beautiful ageratum that I think is just a little clumper. And then we have the Supertunia Mini Vista Indigo, really gorgeous. It kind of fades to a lilac-y color, so you have like dark purples and lilacs and just a melange of different colors. Then we have Dusty Miller in between all of these. So that kind of shimmers out, which will be really pretty. Then we have the Supertunia Cobalt, Superbina Cobalt. And then we have, which is a purple, it matches the Mini Vista Indigo so well. And then we have the Violet Ice, which is more of a violet color, as the name would suggest. A couple of the Super Supers. That's why I keep thinking that, because there's so many supers. The Play in the Blue Salvia, here and here, kind of flanking this little walkway that goes out into our lawn. Then we have more of a repetition, so we just have more of that Dusty Miller. We have some more of the Cobalt, more of the Mini Vista Indigo, and then more of the Cobalt in the back. And then we planted up these two containers. All three of them match, and I think they're really, really sweet. But this one had garlic in it, so I need to transplant this. But these ones have the Supertunia Blue Skies. I love that color. I think it's so lovely. This is the Stratosphere White Gara, and then that one is the Jet Black, I believe, sweet potato vine. This is the Sweetheart Lime sweet potato vine, Supertunia Bordeaux, and this is the deep purple salvia, Rockin' Deep Purple Salvia. Yeah, and the hummingbirds have come up to this so much already, which is amazing. And that just makes you feel good, doesn't it? When any of the creatures in your garden come up right after you've planted something and they're like, ooh, let me sample this. This is nice. It makes you feel so good, like you're doing something right in the world. I planted up these containers as well. These have more peppermint. There's an apple mint, peppermint. Oh, there's a pineapple sage, which is delightful. And there's a few other mints varieties over there that I can't remember. And a few other peppers. Let me check, I guess. Here. Oh, this jalapeno. What are the other mints? Mojito mint, jalapeno, and just standard peppermint. Okay. We have the Superbina whiteout here, and those get really, really big. We had those last year and they were beautiful. So we have that one there, another Play in the Blue Salvia, another Superbina whiteout. You might actually, I just realized you probably see my knee pad. This is just to hold my microphone, just so that I can snake it up. Just in case you're wondering. I didn't injure myself during the marathon, don't worry. So we have 3 of those whiteouts. We have a coleus, I think that's the Lime Time coleus. Another Play in the Blue Salvia. We've got that repetition going, it's gonna look so beautiful. George, what are you doing, bug? And then we have some shade lovers here. We have the Rockapolco double impatient, which is the wisteria. It's a really beautiful sort of purpley pink. Then we have the endless illumination Burwallia, and then we've just repeated those throughout. Another lime thyme coleus. We have boom, 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 kind of creating some repetition with that coleus, which I think will be really nice because that one really stands out. So having that repetition will be beautiful. Just wanted to say, gosh, look at the phlox. Blue moon, woodland phlox. Isn't that a stunner? Smells incredible as well. So, all right, moving on here. We got this, we got this. These are the Sunpatiens, and these get pretty tall. And I really loved the apricot prides here at the end of this lane when they were blooming, the tulips. And so I wanted something that would kind of draw you down. And because we've done kind of more vibrant colors up at the front, I thought it would be nice to draw your eye down with more vibrant colors here, just to give you that sense that the garden is continuing and there's more interesting stuff around the corner. So we planted those. Jorny, what are you doing? Oh, I forgot to tell you about the window boxes. We planted those as well. Okay. So we planted up these window boxes. This is the big white begonia. It's not the surefire white that we had last year, but I'm really excited to see how it performs. It's supposed to get around the same dimensions. So hopefully that does really, really well. We just couldn't get our hands on the surefires. Then we have a coleus. Oh, I can't remember the name of that one either. Hopefully I can find it and leave it on the screen. If not, remind me in the comments so I can let you know. And we have all 4 of the window boxes in the front of the cottage planted up with the exact same combination. So let's keep going. All right, here beside our planter, we have a couple of impatiens, and these are not a double, but a single. But they're single and ready to mingle, sorry. And then we have these Sunpatiens here and this coleus, which are really, really beautiful. And I think that's gonna be a nice little pairing here and add some of that darker foliage in the border. So we planted those on up. Let's keep on going. Come on in. I'm always careful with the punk when I'm walking through the woods. I carry it like that. But come on in. Okay. So we planted up this bed with some red velvet lettuce and some salad bowl lettuce that I planted from seed. A couple of them are looking a little sad, but that's okay. We don't mind. I have some other ones. Did we do these on the marathon planting day? I think so. These are some herbs and some coneflowers that we got at our garden club had a plant sale near us. So we got some of these herbs from there. So this is a coneflower. It was an unnamed variety. None of these had names on them when we purchased them. A couple of sages, some summer savory, and some oregano. Transplanted some parsley. Part of the marathon planting day, I started a few more of these Oregon sugar pod peas to kind of fill in the gaps. Okay, we dug these up. Marathon planting day. I'm rushing here now. We planted up some sun gold tomatoes. Yay! So this is where those tulips were. Dug up the tulips and then planted these here. So excited. We started these from seed. Oh, excuse me. I just apologized to a mound of dirt. Here we have some eggplants that we planted up. This back half is the Turkish Delight and the front is Dancer. And then we planted up the whole back of the veggie bed. Well, most of it. We still have to do the vine crops in the 2 corners, but how exciting! So we planted up, this is where the marathon really gets kicking. Surefire red begonia, Supertunia Vista fuchsia. We planted up Sensation Picotee Cosmos, Rip City dahlias, a pink dinner plate, bluebells. These are all the different types of dahlias that we have in the back, so hopefully that just takes over the back. Some sweet peas, Nordics Glory, nice orange dahlia, Arabian Nights, a red dahlia, David Howard, another orange one, and it's kind of repeated like that, so it should be red, then blue, then orange, then pink, then orange, then red, then purple, maybe something like that. So that'll be like that. We have zinnias in the center. That's the State Fair mix. We have some other things that are, like we didn't plant these. These are some perennial bachelor's buttons. We have some Queen Anne's lace that's self-seeded here. We have some apricot lemonade, cosmos, which I'm so excited about. We have tons of celosia. This is the pompous plume celosia. that I planted from seed, and I'm really excited to see those and to dry them. We have some red snappies. What's the name on that? Let's see. Night and day, I like that. I think it's red with a creamy white in the center. Celosia, and then it's just a repetition on the side. And I think that's the end of our marathon planting. And so yeah, all in all, very exciting, very good days. Kind of cheated on that. But yeah, this took us, just the back of this bed alone, prepping it, sifting the compost, getting it all ready. That took us about 10 hours one day. So I'm so grateful that we've got everything in the ground. We still have more things to do. You know, we've really only planted up, I think, 9 of the 16 beds, but we're getting there. That's what this time is all about. Just like taking those days and just doing as much as you can and enjoying the weather and the wildlife and the birds when we haven't seen green or heard birds in, for us, 7 months. So anyway, thank you so much for being here. It really means a lot to me. Like if you like, and I'll see you again very soon. Should I end on a twirl?